Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to create a terrain object and edit it and transform it to how you want if you're trying to create like maybe an outdoor map or you want one with hills or mountains or something simple like that. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to terrain and create terrain. Now we can drag this down, drag it over. And first thing we're going to do is just create a quick light. Um, I'll make mine 800 real quick. If I could even find where. Okay, drag it over there. Just so we can make out the terrain a little bit better. Alright, so we can go through the different tools real quick. These are different shapes that you can use for when you're morphing. I'm gonna undo that real quick. But yeah, there's different kinds of terrain brushes. You can customize your own or whatever you want to do. But these pretty much tell what kind of shape the terrain is going to make. So yeah, let's pick a star just so we can see what it'll do. So when I click, if I constantly click, it'll make a star shape. And if you wanted to use something like this, it would raise up hills and stuff. You just hold down and click, and the longer you hold, the different terrain pops up. So I'll undo that real quick. So yeah, there's different types of stuff. This is for, oh, it's paint, right? Alright, so it tells you right here exactly what to do. If you hold down the left mouse button and drag up, it will bring the mountain up. If you hold shift and you click, it'll bring it down, and you can make it go down even further. Just like that. So you can flatten out pretty much everything if you just hold shift and you paint over it. So yeah, oh, and then there's smoothing height. So what we'll do is we'll create a couple of random spots here. And let's say we wanted to blend this all in. Well, first I'm going to adjust my brush size to be a little bit bigger. And I'm going to grab this tool, which is smooth height, so it'll smooth all this out. If you see it slowly blending everything together. And now we can get into painting our actual terrain. So it's really nice when messing with terrain because you can create paths, you can do all that kind of stuff. So you want to go down to edit texture and add texture and click here. So any textures that you have in your game, you can add it to this, and the first one you add is going to be your base texture over everything. So you want to add one that's going to be your base. And we are definitely going to bring this down to, we'll do 3 by 3. And so that'll spread out across your terrain. And so, yeah, we have a blank palette now. So what we can do is we can go and add another texture. We'll use this one. Maybe I want a little more detail on this one. We'll make this 5 by 5. And this is just like the tiling, so how many times it'll tile on this entire surface. So we can go in here, you can adjust the opacity, how strong it'll show up, or anything like that. So if you see, it's starting to turn a little bit green around that area. So we'll just paint around this. We can grab this one and paint that back to blue. Oh, a little too much. So if you see here, it created a green circle around the area. And everything else is blue. So if you wanted to maybe blend these two together, you could select this, and you can bring the opacity way down, and just gently click on the areas, and you can see it's kind of turning greenish blue. It depends on what your settings are and how much you click on a certain area, but you could slowly start seeing both of the things blend in. I'm gonna deselect this real quick and try zooming in a little bit closer. Oh, I guess the tiling that we chose really tiled it way too tiny. We would have wanted to bring that up a little bit more. So that's really easy to fix. You can select your texture, go to Edit Textures, Edit, and we can just change it and it'll change everything on there. If you can see it changing the tiles, so if we change it 50 by 50, yeah, that's starting to look a lot better now. 100 by 100, okay, that looks good. You can apply it. Now you see we can actually see detail in our texture. So I'm going to grab this one and start placing on here in random areas. Grab this one a little bit. Oh, want to bring that down. So we'll start to blend this stuff in a little bit more. Because you can adjust the settings for each one. So we'll go and edit texture for that as well and bring this up to 50. We'll give it a little more detail than that. Okay, 30 by 30. So you can see now that we have a pretty nice texture going here and such. There's other options for adding trees and stuff, but or you can use whatever game object you want. I haven't really messed around with this too much. We can try seeing if anything works, but I don't want to mess around with this too much. You see if we click, oh, see it spawns the objects randomly around a location. So let's say you had a flower model or something simple like that. You can use this tool to place them all around your map without having to go in and manually place them. It's really nice.